The Queen's Gambit is one of the oldest and most respected openings in chess, dating back to the 15th century. It's known for its deep strategies and potential for powerful central control, often used by legendary players like Anatoly Karpov and Jose Capablanca. White opens with 1 point d4, aiming to control the center and set up a strong pawn structure. This move is foundational for many strategic openings. Black responds with 1 d5, establishing an equally strong hold on the center and signaling a balanced approach. White plays 2 point c4, offering the queen's gambit by placing a pawn in a position to be captured, aiming to disrupt Black's central pawn structure. Black defends with 2 e6, declining the gambit and reinforcing the center, setting up for a solid, resilient structure. White develops the knight to c3, supporting the pawn on d4 and preparing to enhance control over the center. Black brings out the knight to f6, challenging White's center and developing a key piece early in the game. White develops the bishop to g5, pinning the knight on f6 and increasing pressure on Black's center. Black plays 4 b7, breaking the pin on the knight and preparing for kingside castling. White plays 5 point e3, reinforcing the d4 pawn and opening lines for further development of the bishop and queen. Black castles kingside with 5-0-0, ensuring the king's safety and connecting the rooks for potential center control. White develops the knight to f3, supporting the center and aiming to castle soon for king's safety. Black pushes h6, asking White's bishop to decide whether to retreat or capture, aiming to disrupt White's plans. White retreats the bishop to h4, keeping the pin on Black's knight and maintaining pressure on Black's position. Black prepares to fianchetto the bishop with 7 b6, aiming to develop it on the long diagonal to counter White's control. White captures on d5 with the c-pawn, aiming to open the center and potentially weaken Black's pawn structure. Black recaptures with the e-pawn, keeping control of the center and maintaining a balanced pawn structure. White develops the bishop to d3, targeting Black's kingside and preparing for an attack if Black isn't cautious. Black develops the bishop to b7, creating a long-range threat down the diagonal and aiming at White's central pawns. White castles kingside, securing the king and connecting the rooks, preparing for the middle game. Black develops the knight to d7, reinforcing the center and preparing to bring more pieces into play for a strong defense. The Queen's Gambit is one of the most revered openings in chess, showcasing a balance between control and flexibility. Its history is full of notable games by world champions, and its deep strategies have stood the test of time as an excellent choice for players at any level.